Have you ever worked really hard to achieve something only to reach that goal and think, gosh, why doesn't that feel as good as I thought it would? These days, there is so much emphasis on what we achieve in life that we sometimes forget that achievement and fulfillment are not necessarily the same thing. Today, I want to give you three thoughts that may just help you to rethink how you view success and achievement and fulfillment in your life. But first, I want to give you a clarifying thought. There is a lot of emphasis today on following your passion, and I'm all for that. But we have to remember that there's very few people in this world that can work at a job that will fulfill their passion and still make them a good living. But you have to realize you might have to find your passion and your success in your job in two very different places. For example, I know pilots who are very good commercial pilots who love flying and very good professional pilots who hate flying. And I could say the same thing about accountants. I know some very good accountants, make a lot of money at it, love what they do, and I know other accountants who are very good at it, make a lot of money, and just don't like accounting at all. They realize that they have to have a job that supports them, supports their family, their lifestyle, but they may need to find fulfillment and find their passion somewhere else. Maybe they find it doing volunteer work, or maybe they have a hobby that they really enjoy. Maybe they play guitar in a rock band on Saturday nights. You need both, but realize you might have to find them in different places. Society teaches us to work towards achieving important goals. Getting good grades in school, getting a promotion, getting a raise, starting your own business, retiring or retiring early. But we have to remember that while achievement is very important in life, fulfillment is equally as important. Achievement says, this is what I have done with my life. This is what I have accomplished. Fulfillment says, this is who I am, or this is who I am becoming. Now, here's my question for you. Have you ever reached a goal only to discover it didn't satisfy you for very long? Think about some of your best moments in life, some of the things that really made you feel fulfilled, and they may be totally unrelated to your job or your work. For me, I think that some of the most fulfilling things that I ever did were the volunteer work I did in Eastern Europe, the teaching I did across North America, or sending a student for their first solo flight. Pay attention to what drains you of energy and what fills you with energy, because that feeling is often pointing towards your passion and your purpose in life, and they don't have to be necessarily related to your job. So here's another question I want you to ponder. When do I lose track of time? What leaves me feeling energized? What do I really look forward to doing? As pilots, we used to joke that any landing you could walk away from was a good landing. But in reality, that's not true. You can't judge a flight just by the landing. Did you wind up at the right airport? Believe it or not, there have been cases of airlines landing a plane not only at the wrong destination, the wrong airport, but even in a completely wrong state. You have to look at, was it accomplished safely? Did we move the passengers? Did we train? Did we learn something? Did we get the cargo to where it needed to be? You know, you can be successful in some areas of life, but not fulfilled in other areas of life. And you need to balance both. You need to find a way to make your living in life and do a good job at that job, but also to find time to find that fulfillment, to chase your passion, especially if you're not finding it through your job. So here's one more question. Am I living the life I want to live? Or am I living the kind of life that other people, my boss, my friends, my family expect me to live? Find the balance, make sure that you are living that life you want to live. The truth is, achievement impresses us a little bit, but it also impresses other people. But fulfillment, well, that changes you. That makes you more the real you. So I'm not telling you to stop achieving. I'm telling you to find a life, a way to accomplish both of those things. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. But in the meantime, here's some other videos that you can check out.